Oh, I need my hat. We got to start this off proper.
Oh yeah.
Good day,
Good day
because
to you. Good
we
day
have
to you.
different time zones, so I can't say good morning. You can't say good evening.
That's right.
But we can say good day, and you need a hat supposedly to do that. So yeah, we're back again. I think to start off, what we were wanting to do was to create some kind of component that we could plug in different models in. Right. So we're going to start.
Yes.
Started with Olema. I had terrible internet issues, if you cannot tell from, let's see here. Let's just share the screen. Another improvement to the stream here, Yash, is I can share my entire screen.
Oh, wow. Wait.
The whole thing. I have a little portable monitor here to my right. So if you see me tilting, I'm looking at the chat and different things. But you can see it. But what's more important is this icon.
Wait. What icon?
The LAN connection icon.
The LAN. Oh, I see it.
So I'm connected via Ethernet this time.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So no more Wi-Fi in the basement for me.
Wait, hold on. Is this is a Linux machine, right?
This is Ubuntu. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize there was Edge for Ubuntu. I was like very confused for a second.
Like, what world am I in? Yeah, I like to blend
yeah.
in the world. So yeah, all my favorites and all that stuff was there. So I was like, I'm just gonna install Edge.
Okay.
Although I do have some issues with the GitHub, like navigating the code in the browser. You know, where you can use. Typically, you can go to definition in the UI. It doesn't work in Edge on Ubuntu for some reason.
Weird. Strange.
So I opened up Firefox for that. What other good news before we dive in here, just to get caught up and get comfortable? For the people that are mechanical keyboard enthusiasts, I modified my happy hacking keyboard, my HHKB. So it has. Let's stop sharing the screen for a second. Not leave studio. That would be bad. Okay. Ooh. So I modified this. I put MX sliders on it. So what that means is I replaced the stems with MX options, so I can put fancy keycaps on it. But I didn't get the 2U, so it's kind of a mix right now. But this is what it looks like. The great reveal.
What's a 2U? Oh, that looks good though.
Oh, it's just the size. Here, let me disconnect it for a second. Now look at that.
It's a little blurry. Yeah, okay, focused. They focused. Very nice.
Yes.
The colors.
So yeah, I got a retro keycap set that I wanted to put on it. Many issues, many pitfalls with this modification. One is use a very, very small amount of lubrication.
Oh yeah.
Because I got it all over my domes, like everywhere, and it took 3 cleanings to kind of get it to solid. But what's cool though is my words per minute went up 30 words after lubricating the switches.
So I don't really have a baseline for that. Like, is that a lot? Is that a little? Like from how much to how much?
From 130 to 160 words per
wow.
minute. Yeah.
That's like 25% ish.
Something like that.
Very nice.
So yeah, and all I did was like where the switches press down, there's 2 sides that connect, and you just put like a little bit of lubricant on each side. Don't douse it like I did the first time. Horrible idea. But yes. And also I needed to buy a special space bar. So U is the size of how the keys are. So it's like 1 U is the normal keycap, 2 is the extended, and then like 6 or 7 might be your space bar. Okay. So going in a deep dive with the keyboards.
No, it's fun.
But yeah, so that's an update on my end. Do you have any fun updates?
Do I have any fun updates? Yeah, there's a. Have I shown the cat cam yet on stream?
Maybe once before, but it's always worth showing.
Yeah. Well, anyway, here's Cat.
Oh, there she is. Or he or she.
She. This is Naughty Cat. Yeah, she's just lounging on my desk.
What a nice companion to have right on your desk.
Yeah, she just hangs out here.
It's got to be comforting. It's got to be good for the stress levels.
Yeah, that's very nice. She follows me around everywhere I go, and when I'm working, she's right here. So that's a cat cam. But maybe more relevant to this is right before we went live, I published yet another Rust async standard library equivalent, but this time specific for WebAssembly. Yeah.
Well, I think the goal is to be able to use that in our little project here.
Exactly. So the idea of WASI is like, hey, you can create bindings to any language for it, and the bindings will be good. That's not quite the case for like WASI 02, because we don't have like native async yet. So if you want to do anything async related, you got to like create wrappers around it. And I was like, well, you know what? It'll probably take a moment before like Tokyo, async stud, small, those libraries are like fully updated. Let me just like short circuit that and like publish something that only works for WASI
Do it myself.
02. Yeah, exactly. So
Sometimes it's a great idea, and then other times not. It seems like this is a good fit. One of the times, my probably most infamous one, was when I recreated essentially Ansible with PowerShell, is what I did. And I abstracted it to JSON because the developers that I worked with, they're like, I'm not going to learn this weird abstract DSL, DSE, DSL. I'm not going to do that. So I was like, fine, I'll just make it do JSON. And so I wrote a little module that converted JSON to DSE objects and did that way. But then I essentially started recreating Ansible. And so
I imagine it was fun though.
Oh, I learned a ton, and it was a blast. Yeah. So reinventing the wheel is a great way to learn. That is for sure.
Yeah.
And it's still used in production today.
Oh wow.
So
whenever I hear people like say, "Don't reinvent the wheel," I'm like, yeah, but like, have you seen like 15th century wheels? Like, do we want those wheels? Are we saying those were the good wheels? Now we have the bad. I'm glad
they're literally inventing wheels now. Have you seen the ones that don't have air? They're just
exactly.
Yeah. So reinvent the wheel. I guess what we're suggesting is reinvent the wheel. Sometimes.
All the time, nonstop.
All the time.
Just only do that.
Nonstop. Only do that. Excellent. Yeah. All right, let's go back to my full screen here. We can kind of get started. I think what I first need to do, llama. Is it 2 L's? Yeah. Do we want to stick with the Quinn library or the Quinn model? Sorry.
I mean, I don't know enough about the libraries to say much about like whether it's good or not, but it's small and it gave us some output, so presumably, right?
Okay. So I'll be able to navigate Tmux a little bit better now because I have my hotkeys.
Lovely.
So if we look at was it dot?
The font is a little small for me.
Okay, I can increase it.
Yeah, thank you.
There's my config. How is that?
A little better, but I'm gonna put you on this monitor right here, I think.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. Put you there, then this. Okay. I put your screen share on this monitor, and you're now living on this monitor.
I will say I'm a pretty big proponent for the single 27-inch monitor, but for these types of things, 2 monitors is kind of nice.
Definitely.
So, all right, let's start here. We'll just use this model for now. If we want to switch, we can, because now that I'm on Ethernet, it size doesn't matter as much.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm using the bigger one now. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I think we're using the 0.05b before, but
yeah, it's probably fine.
So
it's going fast enough.
What so we got the model working last time, got it started.
Yes.
It would the next step to be to create the project for the component that we're going to be building?
Yeah. So
check that out. Split screen. All right, so tip would it be go ahead.
This is going to be a little bit involved. Before streaming, it was like, okay, who's going to drive today? You or me? And I was like, well, if you could do it. My wrist isn't feeling too great today. But hopefully we can like go through it. But I imagine this might be a little bit involved. So just as a heads up.
As long as I have Yash as my co-pilot, I think I'll be all right. We'll figure it out.
I appreciate your faith in me. Okay. So what I was thinking is, because we would like this project to do several things. One of the things is build a layer that allows us to like talk to the underlying to Olama, like curl that, get responses back, whatever input, whatever output, then we want to abstract that into like its own layer, and then we want to like build a little example app and like start using these things, and eventually not just do Olama, but also different things. There's different things that talk over HTTP to do very similar things. But maybe we can just start with a very simple Rust project. So like cargo component new, and then add wstud, and then start curling it like we did last time.
Okay, so just use the Rust to pass in a string and then get back the response and display that.
Yeah, maybe that's the right like starting point.
Okay. Iteration is always good.
Yeah.
Do I do have cargo. Good deal.
Yeah, cargo component.
So for your projects, so Go has a particular folder that it prefers things to be in? Does Rust not have that, or
no?
Okay, so it can be. I like that because it always irritates me whenever because I prefer to create a folder outside and then do Go mod in it, and then I got to turn off module exports and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Anywho, okay, so let's go. I have a projects folder. Got a couple in here. What do we want to call it? Just
so you can just run cargo component new.
Oh, it'll create the folder for you. Okay. And that's two.
Yeah. Subcommand. And then new. Yeah, just run that.
Do I have to do that? Or something?
And you give it a, or is it in it? Oh, it's the one. I think it's new.
Do I have to have anything after new?
I think you just give it the name.
Oh. We'll just say, for now, it'll just be Olama.
Sure.
Massey.
Great.
Fantastic. Okay. Oh, it even makes it a Git repository. Okay, here we are.
Yeah. Now this is our project. Now we can say cargo component run, and it'll probably say hello world or something. Oh. It install Wasm time.
It even gives you the command. How nice.
Okay. You probably need to source it.
Oh.
Or
could
just type bash again or something.
We'll just do this.
Yep.
Projects. Yep.
Yay. There you go.
Okay, so that created us a component, the scaffolding for a component. So if we look at target, WASI32, this is going to look familiar. If we go in debug, because we didn't make it a release, there's our WASM file. Okay, it's looking familiar.
Yes. Now we should install, oh my gosh, I'm getting a little sleepy. What's it called? wstud. Yeah.
wstud. What is said wstud?
So cargo add wstd, which is wstd, which is, I guess, short for WebAssembly stud, or WD40 stud, or whatever you'd like it to be.
Okay. WD40. That reminds me of the degreaser.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of not quite glue, but it facilitates, it lubricates the interfacing with the WASI crate or something like that.
Okay.
If you want to look at the docs for this in your browser, you can go to docsrs/wstud.
Docsrs.w.
Oh, docs.rs. I'm sorry.
Docs.rs/wstd. Right?
Yeah, that's the one. And this is the thing I whipped together earlier today, just hours before this. Yeah. And if you scroll the way to the bottom, you'll see the HTTP, which is the one we'd like to use today. And this is the hello world for that, basically.
Okay.
Let's see if this works. I haven't tested it. I think it should.
We'll do it live. We'll do
it. Okay.
All right. Do we want to open this in code?
Yeah, let's. Oh, or unless you want to do NeoVim.
I've got all my setup pretty well done in VS Code now, which is cool.
Okay.
So let's see, Ratify. I don't need that workspace. Yeah, so I've got the Vim extension installed, and so all my key bindings are kind of there. So.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. But I can go to NeoVim if that impresses more people.
Yeah, that's the driving force here. Oh.
I will say it's been nice to have a debugger. Because I didn't have that set up in my NeoVim.
Yeah.
All right, so source, probably in main, we want to change this. Man, I really got to skill up my Rust skills. I'll get there. This is perfect practice.
Yeah. What's the little sparkles at the end there? Is that like Newline or something?
Run Copilot. I don't. Oh, it's a Copilot sprinkle. So it's that AI.
Cool.
We've got to. Oh, this happened a little bit ago. But good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Good day. Let's get the hats out.
Oh yeah. Good day.
Good day. That's gonna be my favorite gesture. I feel like I need a new bio picture with like a monocle and something. I don't know. I get weird sometimes. All right. So what we want to do is like re-implement this example here. So we're using.
I think we can just copy and paste that and see what happens.
Pasta. I don't know. Copying, pasting into Vim.
Yeah.
Do you want to delete all that stuff?
Yeah, we don't need it.
Okay, all the polar. I've got leader W to save. Oh, so much better than Control S, gotta tell you.
It is nice.
And I can hide the panels and hide the menu. See all that?
Yeah.
Now it feels like NeoVim, doesn't it? Yeah.
Almost.
Okay, so here we have this. Just try to rerun it.
Yeah. Cargo component run and see what happens. Now I'm hoping this will do something.
Post.
Oh damn. Okay, let's see what client has. Maybe get. Maybe client only has get. We should fix that, by the way. Or I'll
so
fix
right
it,
here, like put this as get or something.
Look in the. Can you look in the docs real quick?
Yeah.
So I literally like slammed.
Oh, in the client struct. Is that what
we don't have get either. Oh, lovely. We need send, which takes an instance of request. Okay, that is perfectly fine. Okay, so we're going to need to construct a new request.
Okay.
So if you click through on the docs of requests, you can see what's needed to do that.
Right here?
Yeah, that's the one. So this takes a method and a URL.
Okay, so right here.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is the input values?
Correct.
Okay. So maybe above response, or do we want to do it above the async block?
Oh, I do it here. Yeah.
Right, like right here?
Yep.
Okay, so we want, is it let? Do we need to do let? Okay.
Correct.
Request.
Oh
no, the blank. Was it the blank identifier? No. The colon equal. I'm trying to remember what that's called and go. Don't need that anymore. It's all equals again.
We don't. Yeah. It's like a initializing assigning operator or something like in Go.
Yeah. It has
declaration assignment. Yeah.
It's the short declaration assignment.
Oh, right.
Because then otherwise you'd have to do var and stuff. Anyway, okay, so now we want to do, would it be client? No.
Oh, just request new. Uppercase request new.
Like that? Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, this may not work because it requires a concrete URL, but if I think if you like add I don't think it's a constant, so it would be method get only up the first letter uppercase.
Okay.
Or if you try and run it, it'll be like, hey, not quite. And then we need to add .parse.unwrap or .parse.question mark at the end there. Let's do
Before the
.parse.unwrap.
semicolon?
After a string, sorry.
After right
Yeah,
here.
there. Right there.
.parse.
Yeah,
Unwrap
that's
like
the
that.
sequence. Correct.
Copilot for the win.
Hey.
Okay. So where did request come from? That's coming from the SW or WSTD library, if that's the
Correct.
right name. Okay, so then we're gonna call that, and then that
Do you
has
have
a
a
new
Rust
method.
Analyzer installed?
I don't. I can install it. That's just the extension, right?
Yep. I would highly, highly recommend that.
Rust. This one? 3
That's
million?
one.
That looks good. Well, now I'm a true Rust developer.
That's right. Well, I feel like you've been that for a while now, but you know.
Let's see, close that.
Now you should have an autocomplete on the request that says import this. So if you go to it and you hit, I think it's Command P, Command dot or Control dot, whatever it is.
Control dot.
It's like import request. And then you want the second one. There you go.
What is this unhappy about? Failed to resolve use of undeclared type request.
I think if you save it, it might update.
Okay, it is saved. Could be from something else.
No, this is unhappy. Just repeat that.
Okay, control dot.
Uh-huh.
Import.
Yep.
Does that work? Okay, so request is happy. Does that change the use up here? Or like what
Yeah, it imports it, so it adds it to the use up there.
Oh, okay.
And then I think post does not take a string.
Okay, so that would just be nothing?
That would be nothing, empty.
Okay.
Or, oh, I think we can remove it entirely because we already have the method as part of it.
What did that do?
Oh, you've got inlay hints on. I actually really dislike those.
Okay, how
So if
do
you
I
go
do that?
to Rust Analyzer or like settings,
Extension
settings, and then there's inlay hints, and then untick those.
Which one?
Or just look for inlay in the fuzzy search.
Like this one?
Yeah, I don't like those. I don't like those either. I don't like any of those because I'm like, no, I know what the types are. Like, don't worry.
Okay. All right. So go
because it
back.
changes the formatting like of the code and makes it super long and keeps adding stuff and jumping.
Okay.
Oh, it's still having some of those.
Maybe I missed some. Inlay hints, generic parameter hints.
Yeah, I think that was the one.
Hints render colons. I don't know what that does.
Okay, let's take a look.
Aha, that's better. I don't
Great.
like that either. Like, what does it even mean?
It expands the types. So because Rust, the function bodies are inference based. So it'll be like, I believe it should be this type, and it'll like explain what the type is.
Oh, okay.
But for me, it makes the code like jump around, and it like really pulls me out of like.
It looked very noisy. I don't. I'd rather like hover over it and see more detail or something.
Yeah, and you can always do that. Like if it knows what the type is, you just hover or like it'll explain.
Okay. So now we're happy with method and requests. In client, the question operator can only be applied to values that implement try. The trait try is not implemented. And the impl future output response WASI binding WASI.
Where are we using try though? Or where are we using question mark?
right here. I might have added that.
I think that should be fine. Or maybe it's .await.send or .send, like .await, .await question mark at the end here before the semicolon. Sorry.
Okay. .await.
Yeah. Question mark. And then we send the request. So it takes as a argument.
There. I'm confused.
The method send needs one argument, which is request that we just defined.
Got it.
I think this might be it.
That made that happy.
Okay. Do you have the side panel with the diagnostics?
Like debug or which diagnostics?
No, I don't know what it's called. Hints, maybe? I forget what it's called. Problems. It's called the problems tab.
Oh, yeah, it's here down at the bottom.
Yeah. So this is like a little to-do list of like what we need to fix.
Where did it go? There we go. I think you have yours on your right side like that.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So we need to remove the ampersand. Because for some reason I encoded it to like take an owned value rather than a reference, which I guess is fine.
Okay, no method status found and response in the current scope.
Yeah. Boosted. Let's see. I took my so the crate I took is the WASI HTTP or WASM HTTP client, and I just pasted it in here. I was like, "You're friends now. Go forth, become one library," you know. And clearly things are a little messy, but that's okay. We get to fix
All right,
this.
we'll work through it.
Yeah. So let's take a look here. Response does not have a status. Great. It should, but we do have headers. How do we do this? I'll just add it on the fly. Or yeah. Okay, hold on. Where's your screen? I have lost the picture-in-picture of your screen, so I can't look at your screen anymore. Hold on, where are you? Oh no!
I probably should make this a little bit bigger. There we go.
I've lost your monitor. It is hidden somewhere on my monitor, and I don't know where it's hidden.
Command tab all the way through.
This is Mac. Like we don't have command tab.
That should still rotate your panels, right? Like if you use the command key and tab, it should rotate all your apps. The problem is if you minimized it, it won't do that.
Yeah, I think I've done that somehow.
Then you'll just have to find it on your taskbar launch pad thing.
Oh, okay. No, I got it back. If I full screen this screen, then it restores the picture-in-picture somehow, and I have it back. I can see it again. Okay. So we have, okay, let's not print the status code. Let's print like REST headers or something.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Take a reference to self.
Yeah, that should just work, I think. If we save this, not display.
Does not implement thump display trait.
So instead, inside of the little curly braces before that, inside the string, add colon question mark inside of it. So rather than the display colon question mark, yeah. So rather than using the display trait, this will use the debug trait.
Symbols are they'll make sense someday.
Yes. Okay. We can run this again, and it might do a thing.
Okay.
Oh, it'll probably give us like an error actually, but like a runtime error.
Did you call it?
Oh, what? Oh, this is super fun.
In the linker. Fields has the wrong type. Resource implementation is missing.
Okay. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to run this with WASM time and give it access to HTTP client, which it
Okay.
doesn't have right now. So the little incantation here for now, and we need to fix this upstream in Power Component. But by the way, sorry, I'm spinning out of control here with my words because I'm like, oh, there's a thing here and another thing here, and another thing to fix here. We're like, okay, 4 layers deep. But what we should do now is rather than call car component run, is car component build, and then separately WASM time.
Okay, so have it run it instead of having the component command run it. Okay. So build. Okay.
And then WASM time run.
Make sure I've got WASM time. So target debug.
WASM 32 actually. Debug indeed, and then the name.
Llama WASM.
Yes, and then this gives the same error, and then we need to add -s HTTP.
Here?
Capital S.
Like that?
Yeah.
Just need to go before the file?
No, this should be good. -s help. Can you do that? Oh, just the word help?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Hold on. It's not clearly not working the way I was hoping it would. Time run -help. Yeah, can you try moving the argument to before the path argument?
Yeah. Like right here?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Hey, okay, good.
So is that header in bytes or something?
Correct.
Okay.
So HTTP makes no requirement about the value of a header being UTF-8. It could be like any byte sequence. So it's like, oh, okay.
What's HTTP bin? Or probably just a random.
It's actually a website to test HTTP clients with and stuff. Yeah.
Cool. Didn't know.
Yeah. Another fun one is example.com. Do you know that one?
No.
Check it out. Just go to example.com and like there you go. It's meant to be curled, basically.
Okay.
So we can go like example.com/get or something, or like, yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So we have this working, but it's not doing what we'd like it to do per se.
Well, let's take a minute. Why doesn't the cargo run work?
Okay.
Is it because when it calls WASM time underneath, it's not giving, what does -s HTTP do?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I immediately jumped into like, okay, here's the next thing to do. But yeah. Let's take a second here. So WASM time is a secure sandbox, like a WebAssembly runtime, but it operates as a sandbox. Okay. It assumes no permissions. It will give you access to nothing by default. And what we're saying, so, when we say WASM time run, it is a shorthand for, execute this component here, and I will load in the default WASI CLI world. WASI CLI is a different set of interfaces than WASI HTTP. So what we're saying here is like, okay, WASM time run loads in CLI, and there's nothing else there, but we're trying to call the WASI HTTP interface. So what we need to then say is like, please also, dear WASM time, load the HTTP interfaces in. Okay. -s is short for --WASI, I believe. And then HTTP is short for like HTTP equals yes. So enable HTTP.
Okay, so it's loading additional interfaces.
Correct.
For the runtime and without it. And you can't really modify that with the cargo.
Yet.
And that's the upstream that you were talking about. Okay, making
Correct.
sense now. I'm following along.
Yes. Okay, good. So what I would recommend is we write, just as a little interim thing, we write a little script in the, just in the dir, like something like run, and we say cargo component build, and then the little run command, so we can just do /run and we're like fine.
Okay, so in here, like our little bash,
Yeah,
and source or something.
yeah, exactly. Oh well, root even.
Okay, wow.
Or scripts if you really want a directory, but yeah.
Like that. And if we look at, let's get, so now,
I knew it.
I couldn't resist. All right. I do miss my, I still need to figure out my Tmux integration here so I can like not use my mouse to copy and stuff.
Oh, do you know about bash vim mode?
Bash vim mode? No, I do not.
Okay. So go out of this and then just write set set -o v vi.
And where at?
Yeah, just in your terminal.
Okay.
-o and then vi.
Like that?
Yeah. Execute that. Now you have vim key bindings of your bash.
Okay.
So you can, if you go up, you navigate through your history up.
Okay.
It's like it's modal. So you're in insert mode now. Escape to like exit to like command mode, and then you can navigate up and down.
What?
And then I to go back insert mode. And now the same like VI like bindings, like jump through arguments, copy paste, that kind of stuff, like all works.
What? So I can do. So I'm an insert.
Hey.
Okay. So there's that. So I'm in insert mode right now. And so if I want to go up to this.
Yep.
Now.
And now you can do a visual mode for select. Yes.
What? I can go back and forth in the string with my Vim bindings?
Yes.
Dude. Just like control Q and so, like, what about visual mode? Do I have to hit V?
Yeah, just go into visual mode. There you go.
I don't want nano. What happened here?
Oh,
I don't even know how to exit nano.
Quit, I think, or
no. What is this doing?
We're so Vim pilled. You're like, okay, how do I get out of nano?
Cannot.
The easy editor.
Is this Shift X? Control X? What is this? No, I don't want to modify.
Command C? I know.
Okay. All right. Whew, that was
stressful. I know.
That was stressful. I felt trapped. All right. So visual mode. I'm in insert mode now. If I hit escape, hit V, that takes me to nano.
Why is it doing this?
Okay. None of that. So
it might be because your default editor, if you echo the uppercase editor variable.
Okay.
I think it's $.
Like that?
Yeah.
I think probably spelled that wrong.
It doesn't know. Okay, fine.
Yeah. It might be a Visual Studio integration thing. All right.
There's a way to like set it to Vim, and then you do visual mode and like it jumps in. But you can also do V and then just select the line. So rather than full visual mode, you just do $V to like select end of line.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, is like get to the beginning and then just do, what I typically do is control Q, put me in visual block, and then select to the end of the line, and then I can copy. I'll figure that out, but that is nice.
Okay. Yay.
Okay, so let's just
if you want to go like really ham, is I installed Atuin just yesterday.
Okay, what is this Atuin? How do you spell that?
Atuin, and then shell, I guess.
Okay.
There should be a website somewhere. Yeah, atuin.sh on the right.
Okay, what is this?
It's take your history.
Your shell history with SQLite database.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
That is cool. Okay. That sounds like a nice distraction.
So I'm like,
So for after I get my work done today.
So I'm giving you like Vim key bindings and like, this graphical like back search history for like text. I don't know. It might be really fun.
I'm all about that. I probably spend way too much time optimizing little things like that, such as my keyboard. But it's fun. I enjoy it. Keeps the technology interesting. That is going to be super helpful in the command line. Because how I would typically do it was I enabled Vim key bindings for TMUX, so I could enter, like the visual mode equivalent in TMUX, and then I could use all the same things. But it wouldn't let me do, if I went escape and hit JK to go through my history. So
yeah.
Nice.
I was helping my partner set up their machine, so they also work in tech. Just yesterday, and I was like, oh shoot, like I remember how to do things. And I looked at my like old dot files from like 5 years ago. I've got like 1,000 commits on my dot files, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like I spent so much time on those, and I don't use them at all anymore.
Don't you? Check this out. So this is a cool one. So I can go through the history.
Yeah.
But instead of like having to go all the way to the end and hitting Control U, which is what I typically do to clear the line, DD.
Oh,
Done.
lovely. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Anyway, all right. Side tangent.
I'm glad you like it.
Back to business. So now I need to chmod this, don't I, though?
Oh yeah, probably.
Run. And so now I could do run.
Yeah.
I need I copied the wrong.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right here, dash dash, capital. Like that.
Yep. Correct.
And now. Fantastic.
Okay. Okay, time for shenanigans, I think, because the HTTP library that we're using is not good enough. So we're going to have to patch it, I think. Okay, on my machine, I'm just real quickly going to open source this. So you can pull down a local copy.
Okay.
And then we push the changes after we're done streaming or something. Change visibility, change to public. I want to make this repository public. I understand. Make this repository public. Okay, passwords being inserted. I'm not sharing my screen, it's just like easy. Okay, so now I think it's open source. DMing you a link over Teams, but just my username on GitHub /wstd, because I don't think I can post in chat here still. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, I wonder how you come on as a presenter that you can control, or maybe you can only have one. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. I wish I could use OBS a little bit, but this makes it so much easier.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so here it is.
Okay.
How do I get the latest? And so you just push this, and I need to pull down your changes to your package, or.
So what I'm going with this is what we should do is we should clone this repo locally, and then
okay,
do a local link.
Very well.
Because then we get to freely modify it at whatever we need, and we just push the changes afterwards.
Got it.
Yay.
Check this out. CD. There we go. code-r dot.
What does that do?
It reloads. That didn't do what I wanted to do. Let's see if I can change this. So what I wanted to do is reload it, like add it to my workspace. CD projects. It was Olama. Maybe it's code-r-add. Yeah.
Ooh, I like
That's
that.
what I want. Yes.
Awesome.
This I should have known this like years and years ago because after using NeoVim, I cannot stand having multiple VS Code windows open.
Oh yeah, I'm the same. Yeah. Okay.
Strong opinions loosely held. Okay, here we are. So what do we need to change in the WSTID?
Right now, nothing yet, but let's start by linking it first.
Okay.
So in Olamawazi, in the cargo toml, yeah, we can comment out the WSTID where it's pointing at 0 to 0 now.
Okay.
We'll just add a different version.
Oh, it doesn't understand how to do comments.
GCC?
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
Should be
Editor
a
comment.
pound. Oh, maybe you don't have toml installed.
I don't.
Hey.
I completely when I reset, I went back to VS Code. I had so much stuff in my synced profile. I just nuked everything.
Oh, there you go.
Toml. What do you prefer?
I think I have better toml installed, but it's like crossed out, so I don't know.
This extension is
even better toml, I guess.
Okay. Even better toml. I like the naming.
Yeah. They didn't go for best toml, which would have been the obvious one, right? There's toml, there's better toml, there's the best toml. But they were like, well,
we could probably do better eventually, so we better leave room. We better leave room.
Exactly. Okay. So a new key, WSTID, and then that's going to point to a little option bracket. Yeah, like that. But rather than git, it says path equals, and then the local path. That's right.
Okay, so can I use like this?
Perhaps.
The tilde, or do I have to use like $home? Could it take variables?
Does it take I don't think it takes. Oh, you mean like tilde?
Yeah.
I don't know. Try it.
We'll find out. Okay, so isn't GitHub and then W like that, I think.
Okay. Wasn't there like projects in the path somewhere as well?
For this one, so if we look at I put it under my GitHub.
Ah, okay.
So it should be right here.
Ah, there you go.
So tilde GitHub.
We seem to have an error.
Did you know the tilde is actually called the grave key?
Grave key.
Yeah.
Wow. That's very threatening.
Right?
I'm gonna put you. Watch out, son! I'm gonna put you 6 feet under into the like tilde. You know.
yeah. Maybe they renamed it tilde. Well, I guess it's got both. But yeah, with the key itself on the keyboard is called the grave key that has a tilde in the backtick.
Oh, that's funny. So the key is the
like the keyboard recognizes that as the grave key. So if you move that around, you'll get the tilde and then the backtick. But again, knowledge I've acquired for splunking around with keyboard options too long.
There's also like another thing where gravy originates from a 18th century meme where apparently someone mispronounced or misspelled grave.
Okay.
Like the French grave or grave or whatever.
What does grave mean?
Or grave means heavy, I believe.
Okay. It's the heavy.
But they mispronounced it, and everyone was like, lol, gravy, gravy, you know. Like,
orange and orange.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do we test that the path works?
Car component check or /rad.
Okay.
And I don't think it does because Rust Analyzer is throwing a little error. So if you click on Rust Analyzer to get at the bottom, to get the little panel open, yeah. Or where's the little side tab that was very handy.
Oh yeah, I moved it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't know where you moved it to.
It should be right here at the bottom, right? Is this the one we're looking at?
Is that? No, that's console output, right? We're looking for the problems. Yeah. No problems have been detected.
Yeah.
It seems unhappy. Oh, so it doesn't do relative paths. You have to do or absolute paths.
Okay, so
I
let's
think.
do the full thing.
Or relative, just dot slash.
Well,
Oh, is it?
it's in a different directory, so the
Oh,
dot. Yeah, that
cargo absolute paths.
dot. Well, how would that work? So we go out one directory, we'd be at the root, and then we'd have to do. So we could do like something like this, right? So go back out of the directory 1, and then go into GitHub. I don't know. Yeah, we'll just do the full path.
Might be a way, yeah.
That always confused me. I had to do a lot of that with Pester, which is the unit testing framework for PowerShell, or you'd have to use the dot to find all your files and all your and it. I don't know. It just gets mind bending. So if we go cd GitHub, this, haha, that's how you spell my last name. If anybody cares. Oh, I need to figure out the register. That always gets me.
Oh, so P maps to the command line clipboard?
Yeah, it does. So whenever I delete, it overwrites what I just copied. And so there's a way to access one back in the register of your copy. But I always forget. So
yeah.
All right, cargo component check.
Look at us, like modal, like what we're doing, streaming like WebAssembly things, stuff we constantly keep like talking about. It's like, oh yeah, model editing and like config modes. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
It keeps it interesting. I like to think so.
Me too.
Maybe no one that watches this nearly geeks out nearly as much about keyboards as me and Vim bindings and stuff, but somebody's got to care. Somebody's got to care. I care.
I care too.
And that's enough. I think that's enough to warrant discussion. So, all right. So we got the full path in there. We're using the local version of that. So in Rust, are they libraries? Are these modules, or like what's their nomenclature for what you just built and put up there? Oh, that's right. Crates.
And there are library crates and binary crates, I guess.
Just like with Go has modules and packages, and then sometimes module is synonymous. Like it's a module, or it's a package module or a package.
Yeah. But I think just calling them crates is like
crates, the generic term, right? So it could be a library, or it could be like a CLI or whatever, but they're all stored in crates and distributed in crates. Okay. At
least I refer to it as such. I'm sure someone will come in as like, actually, it's like, yeah.
Whatever your definition is just fine for me.
Exactly.
Okay. So we got that. Now, do we need to modify?
Okay. So this is working, right?
Yeah.
It's working, doing the stuff we want.
I think so.
Okay, cool. So let's go into wstd and let's add I don't know, status code to HTTP response.
Okay, so probably HTTP client response. Okay.
Look at my organizational abilities. So the HTTP response has HTTP/response, and then that's one file.
That makes sense. Okay, so what do we want to do in here?
Okay, we want to add a new method to response. So line 7, oh yeah, you have relative lines. But line 24 defines try from incoming, which is private. And then a bit further down, there should be another.
Okay, so implement, those are the methods. So response.
Yeah, these are methods.
Okay.
We want to add, there's headers mute. We also want to add one that's status. Sorry. Okay,
there's the async iterator.
Yeah, response. So above headers.
Where's headers? Right here?
Do you have the absolute line numbers on? Or can you put the...
Yeah.
If you can't, that's fine. But like as we're pair programming, that makes it a bit easier.
Yeah. Line numbers. Can I change it? Let's see here. Settings. I think it might be in here.
I imagine relative.
Yeah, relative show. line. Yeah. What is this? Interval?
I think if
Absolute.
you commented that, yeah.
Oh, it's on off value. So we'll just do like that for now.
Yay. Okay.
And let me switch to my buffers. Check it out. Hold on. We're there. Here we are.
Aha. Lovely.
All right. So you want to, which line?
60 or 70 or something. So way out of here.
60 or 60.
Or, yeah. Just add a new method. Define new method here called status or status code.
What's the declaration?
Just like headers.
Okay, so pub like this.
Yeah.
Status code. Capital C, maybe.
Status underscore code.
Underscore code. Okay.
Yeah. And reference to self. Indeed.
Okay. How accurate is this? Get status expect.
Oh, that's not accurate.
Okay.
So it returns an actual type called status code. So Tofu in chat is saying like, this isn't WebAssembly, this is Rust. And yeah, that's right. WebAssembly is a compile target, not a, I mean, you can write some things in it that like, yeah, but we are compiling to WebAssembly. We are targeting WebAssembly using Rust.
Okay. So is that, so self.status code? Is that what you're saying?
Self.status code. Let's see. Do we have that? It wouldn't be a method. It would be a field. But I imagine in WASI there's a way to get it.
Okay. Oh, we got a couple comments here.
Yeah, we're discussing the semantics of like what WebAssembly actually is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what you were just talking about. Excellent.
There's the WebAssembly text format, and yes, you can hand roll assembly, just like you can hand roll like actual like x86 assembly if you want to. But it's a similar experience, I find. Like typically, like the reason it exists is so people can like target it and compile to it.
Wait, they use Lisp syntax?
Well, there's two representations of the actual like bytecode. One is the binary compiled version, and then there is a way to like handwrite that. There's an equivalent write notation for it that indeed you like looks. It is Lisp basically.
Oh, I didn't
because
know.
Lisp doesn't have a parse tree. It is itself like an AST, so it makes it very easy to be like this binds to that. Here's an instruction. These arguments, you know.
Gotcha.
Okay, so what I'd say is if we go to docsrs/WASI.
Okay.
Yes. Then we can take a look for status, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, there's a search bar at the top.
Right, this one.
Yeah, that's the one.
The other search bar. The other search bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, I think of the first one.
Method.
Yeah. So incoming response, and then we get status code from that. Oh, thanks for a compliment. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Say they like our stream setup. I like that. Yeah.
Makes you feel good. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Makes us feel good. So if you look in the maybe we should command or collapse the little the function here above, the private method that runs, the big one. Oh,
too far.
The one, yeah, exactly. Just the body of this because it sort of sits in the way. Yeah.
That better?
So if you look at the struct above.
Okay.
Oh, so if you scroll a little bit up, like we want to see line 10 or something. Yeah, exactly. There is an incoming body, which I believe, is that the one? It might not be the one.
Help me grok the documentation here a little bit to help understand the function, because it's different than the Go packages that I'm used to. So here's the implementations. So so this is saying of the struct WASI HTTP types, there's this incoming response, and this is all stuff that's helping define that. So what is implementations header?
Okay.
declare? Like, what is that trying to mean?
Okay. So scroll all the way up here in the docs.
Okay.
What we're seeing here is indeed a struct called incoming response on the path WASI HTTP types.
Okay.
So that's where this thing lives. And then there's a little bit of docs explaining like what this is, and says this represents an incoming HTTP response. And it's a bunch of private fields. So we can't look at any of the concrete fields. The only way we can introspect it is using these defined methods. And that is what implementations is.
Okay.
It says, I provide these methods. In the left-hand sidebar, you'll see methods. There's consume, headers, and status.
Okay.
And then traits, which are external things implemented on this, like Go's interfaces. And it says this implements debug.
So incoming response.
So what we're doing is, I assume somewhere in our thing we're saying consume, and somewhere in our thing we're already saying headers. And what we also need to do is say status, so we can capture the status and expose the status.
Okay, so that's what this is right here. Okay, yeah. Following now.
Okay, so if we now go back to our code,
okay,
try from incoming. No. Sorry. Expand line 29.
Okay.
Okay, so we're saying we take an incoming response here in our function signature.
Okay, right here.
Right, which is the type we're looking at in the docs on the left-hand side.
Got it.
Right, and so as we're parsing this, we should extract the status code from that, which is a concrete type, and store it in our output struct.
Okay, which is this down here.
Correct.
Okay.
So probably on line 30, we can do something like let status equals incoming.status. No need for that yet.
Okay.
Just dot status, not dot status code. That's Copilot not knowing how to navigate the WASI crate, and it believes we're navigating the request crate, which is what most people use, but that's not what we're using.
Okay, variable status, unused variable. That makes sense.
And now we want to store it inside of our struct.
Okay, do we have to modify the struct or just?
Yeah, so we add it here as just status, comma, and then we, in our struct definition, we add it above as well.
Okay, status. So
or maybe we can autocomplete this, but I don't know if that works. It might.
Like the struct up here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so header, was it response?
Yeah, just underneath here, somewhere. We say status, and then the status code, but would be the WASI version of it. Yeah,
like that?
That's the one. Correct.
Okay. Interesting. So how does that, so response, oh, it's because it's implementing response, it assumes this struct type is being returned by it? Like, what's the method signature in Rust? So in Go, you would use the name of the struct inside your receiver to link them. So then it would know
of the struct inside of your receiver.
Yeah. So like in Go, it would be, you know, like if I'm going to create a method off of it, I'm going to have inside my so like your reference of like what it's manipulating is going to be that of the same type struct. So it'll be like method or whatever, and then it knows. Right. So that's probably what self means in Rust.
Yes.
Okay, that just clicked. Because I don't have to define that, because self means the struct that is of my same name or type or whatever. Okay. And so then you don't need to repeat what these fields are, because in Go you'd have to be like, okay, well, I'm going to define status, and status equals this. You don't just put it because it assumes its order. That's a good question. So this doesn't need to be ordered. No, it just figures it out by the signature or by the type. You know, like response obviously equals this, so I'm going to put it there. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah. Learning lots of Rust today. This is good.
Yeah. And so I just realized that we wstud already defines a status code.
Okay.
So we should probably just store that. So right now we're importing WASI from the low-level WASI crate, the status code, all the way at the top of the file somewhere. So WASI HTTP type status code, and this should be super status code, I assume. So on the first line, we remove status code from that line.
Okay.
Yep, that's fine. And then we import use super : status code. So on line 4, we just add super or status code to that same block.
Oh, okay. So is it comma status code?
And you need to add curlies around it. Oh, sorry, around both arguments or both.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
So what is super? What does that do?
In your crate hierarchy,
okay,
it is the thing that is importing you. So here that would be, if you look in the directory structure,
okay,
there would be the mod associated here. So if you click into there, then this exposes, exactly. Then this exposes status code on line 29.
Okay.
And what we're saying is like, in this file, please grab status code, because we know that HTTP is our parent, right? So the HTTP submodule is our parent, which defines status code. And we're saying, yeah, please grab
getting the type information from the correct source.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Status. What did we change?
Work.
No, that's status code.
Yeah.
Should this be status code?
So what's happening now is we are on line 32. We should add a dot into, I believe, is the thing.
Okay.
Yes. And that, I think,
converts it to whatever implements. Okay.
Because the underlying implementation in wstd is it knows how to convert from into a low-level WASI, the syscall, that status code structure, to what we are defining, which is status code.
Got it.
It's already wrote the impl once, and we're just using
so like a type conversion. Is that what that does?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
I'm building lots of mental models today. This is good. All right. So what do we need with this? Do we need this status code?
Yeah. But rather than returning a U16, we would return status code. The type, which is uppercase.
Oh, okay.
And then, indeed, internally, we have a self.status that we can borrow. Or we don't need to borrow it because it implements clone. So,
spell that wrong?
No, I think you're right. Just save it.
Okay. Cannot move out of self.status, which is behind a shared reference.
Now let's go to the file named status code, and let's see if we can fix that.
Oh, file name status code.
Or you can click through to the reference of the, yeah. So this is just a big ol' enum that is effectively U16. So on line 6,
okay,
we're saying just derive debug, but this should be derive debug, comma, clone, copy, all of those. Yeah. And that fixes it.
Okay, watch this magic.
Ta-da. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. And to touch it up, the final little bit is let's add a little comment that says get the HTTP status code. Great. Perfect.
I don't know if it's the same for you, but I was watching a colleague. He was doing some pair programming with me, and I just like watched him. It's like, get the mouse. Like, go to definition, and I was just like, no. It's almost a little painful now that with the motions, you know.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know what's a good analogy for that. Just slow moving, like the tortoise in the hare. But I get it. Like it probably was like a 3-month detour before I could reach even get equal to the same level of productivity. But then once you get over that, it's kind of like, have you heard of the ice cube effect?
No, what is that?
So it's a kind of an analogy to talk about change where so when you're melting ice, nothing happens until 32 degrees. So
Oh, right.
the analogy is a lot of progress is like that, where you don't see any benefit until you hit a particular threshold, and then you see exponential benefit or exponential improvement or whatever it would be. And that was definitely the case for me with the Vim stuff, because it was like read a couple books, was started writing it casually, moving it around, and then like a huge 20-hour time suck into setting up NeoVim to be moderately productive. And then now all of a sudden, like I couldn't not have Vim, so.
But it's good when others don't do it as like an exercise and like, I am going to be patient. I am going to be fine. We will be fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not angry. Just it showed me how impatient I've become, which is not a good thing. I should be more patient.
I mean, as long as you're patient with others, I think is the most important part. Yeah.
What about this here? Status code.
I don't think we need that. No. That points to a submodule, which is not doing anything.
Okay. Cool.
Yay. Okay.
So now we should be able to, in our main Olama, say status.
Yep.
Status code.
Yeah.
Like that.
I think so.
And now we can do run.
Yes.
Am I in the right? I'm in the right directory. No. My bad. CD Olama. That's where we want to be. Okay.
Hey. What? Status code okay?
Yeah.
It should. Wait, doesn't do a number. What did I implement?
Does it take the non-numerical value of the enum?
Did I implement display from status code from match input? Oh, yeah, it just gives you the variant. Oh, yeah, that's the debug one. Okay, yeah, never mind. That is fine. That's okay. We should implement a display version of this probably, but that's entirely fine.
Oh, here we go.
If you look at this, we're just saying derive debug, and so it's just showing the kind and not the number.
Okay.
Where we're used to like having
200 okay.
Exactly, yeah. But that would require a display in bool.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's fine for now. That's fine for now.
Okay. So we're at an hour. We can keep going a little bit if you want, but what would be?
Yeah.
What's the next thing? Whether we pick it up or pick it up next time.
I say we can curl the local host for Olama and see what happens if you have it running.
I should. Yeah, it's running.
Great.
So okay, just change the URL.
Yep.
Do you remember what it is? Localhost.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember what port?
No, I'd look at the docs.
Okay. Some of them say, some of them don't say. Read me. Models.
Oh, it's 11434/API/chat.
Okay, 1134.
It's complicated enough that you probably just want to copy paste that. Yeah, never mind. You need to look at the Quen one if that's the one you're running, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, where did you find? Oh,
at the bottom, further down. Or what? No,
I'm on the wrong page.
If you have a Teams open, I'll just That's what I got.
Yeah, I've got Teams open on a different window. So
yeah.
Plans. No, template. Interesting. Okay.
Teams. You paste. There you go.
All right. So here. One.
Yeah, try that. Just run. Can you run a curl one just for fun?
Yeah.
Just to double check it works. Okay, great. Oh yeah, that's the one with the 1,000 things. It's like, why is the sky blue? And we just asked a big model like
it gives
what
you
it is.
a lot of stories.
Apparently.
Okay, 1134. So your local host 434/API/chat. Okay. And we just want to see if that runs.
Oh.
Sometimes backtrace environment variable may show and debug.
Okay, scroll up. Too far, I think. Oh, error value. Oh, you might need to prefix it with HTTP, I think.
Okay. Like that?
I think so.
Okay. Not found.
Not found.
Did I type wrong? Spell localhost correctly?
Oh, you did get right on put.
Ah.
Or post, sorry.
Post. Okay.
I think so.
Bad
request. Okay, that's good. Because it's like, hey, where's the function body here? Please provide a body.
That's the D.
Dash D is dash data. Yeah.
Data.
And so now we get into the super fun conundrum of like, how do we post data with this? Are you still good to go? Or are you like, I don't know?
I've got a little bit more time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we can make it post. So we need to make it do two more things, right? For this to work, we need to make it post data and then read the response back out. And I don't know how far I got. I think I got somewhere with that, but I don't know if I quite finished it up. So docs.rs w stud HTTP client request new. Okay, yeah, so we can't give it data yet. But there should be a way to add data to this in WASI body outgoing request body. An outgoing request body takes an outgoing body, which we can write into what? Oh my god. Okay. Ooh, this is going to take some effort. So, okay. I just looked at the thing and it's like, it's 4 syscalls. We got to call in sequence.
Okay.
But I think we can do that.
All right.
Okay. There's a right way to structure this, and then there's the way we're going to structure this. And we're just going to, I want to say what we're going to do is we are going to add a new method on request.
Okay. This one?
Yeah. So a new field called body. Do we have body here to find? Body. No, we do not have a body. Yeah, we're going to YOLO this. Okay. Yeah, we're going to do something very, very, very bad, and that is going to be fine. And then I'll patch it up during the week, or maybe even later today. And then by Monday, hopefully, we have like a better version of that.
Okay.
Okay, so let's make some assumptions here. First of all, whatever the body sending will be a string, like a capital S string type. And here, yeah. So our body on line 11, just add a new field body of type string.
Like so?
Capital S. Uppercase string. Yeah, that's right. Then on line 17, this is now going to take a body of type string. Also, yeah, right there, just add body and then sorry, line 17, take a new argument.
Oh, gotcha.
Called body. Yeah. Then we indeed do store that in our script.
Body of string.
Yeah. Again, uppercase is the right type.
Sorry, goes all lowercase.
Nah, that's fine. It does have uppercase for some things, right?
It does, yeah. Well, typically that means that it's being exported. So if it's like a function name or package name or whatever, it means that it's exported from the package.
I see. Okay. So now we have we always have a body, and if we don't want to send a body, we create an empty string. Again, this is crimes. Like, people will be like, "Oh my god, this is bad." And it's like, yeah, it is bad, but it's also what we're doing right now to get it to work. So hey, that needs to be fine. And then here, so from request for outgoing request, is our little adapter code here. So we're going from our fancy request type to a WASI outgoing request type. So one that we are sending. There's also an incoming request, which is if you're a server, you receive a request, right?
Do we need to put body in here anywhere?
Yeah, we're going to do something here. So in the WASI docs, look for outgoing request. Sorry, the WASI docs.
This one. There we
go. Outgoing request would be the second one. And then this has a method called body. Do we have set body? Returns the resource corresponding to the outgoing body. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So click on outgoing body. And then there's finish and there's write. Okay, great. Okay, so this is super convoluted. Okay, so we have our WASI request here on line 30.
Okay.
Do you see it defined? Yeah. Let's write our little code here on line 53, I want to say. So all the way at the bottom. Because first we set the headers, first we set the method and the stuff, and then here and then dot, what was it? Not set body, it's the other one. It's the method you just looked at.
Oh. Outgoing body?
Just dot body. Yeah.
Dot body?
Yep. Dot body dot unwrap.
Okay.
And that becomes our outgoing body.
Unwrap?
Yeah.
Sufficient? Okay.
And then that gives us our outgoing body. So this returns a thing. It's going to fail terribly for any GET request, by the way, but.
Do I need to put something after unwrap?
You can need to assign the return type to a value. So let body equals.
So like let body
equals WASI underscore request dot body the unwrap. So what you have there?
Oh, just put let in front of it.
Yeah, sorry, I should have just said that. Yes, indeed.
Like this?
Correct.
Okay.
If you save this, you can see a type of this, which will now be outgoing body. So if you mouse over, or It's giving you diagnostics, but the type of body here is outgoing body.
Oh, like this?
Yeah, there you go. So now that we have an outgoing body in the docs, you can click through to the outgoing body type, and then you get to write to that outgoing body type.
A dot write.
Yeah. So now we want to obtain a writable stream.
Okay. How do we do that?
So let stream equals body.write.unwrap.
Okay.
Body.write.unwrap.
Body dot.
Yeah. So replace stream with write.
Okay.
Correct. And now we have a.
Now we got to do something with stream.
Yeah, correct. So we can click through in the docs for output stream here. And then there is a write function here.
Right here. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Performs a write. This function never blocks. When the destination of a write is binary data, yada, yada, yada.
What do we want to write to?
So we have our body on, so stream.write, and then we have our actual like request.body. Stream.write is a function. Request.body as bytes is actually correct.
Okay.
And then in the, unwrap, yes, performs a write. This write never blocks. Precondition, check write, returns error if the stream was closed since the last call. Okay. And then we want to, mother. Okay, what we're going to do is instead of like write, can we do blocking write? No. Subscribe. Okay, this might break horribly. So I'm very much dictating. Are you following like what we're doing? Sorry, let me check back.
Yes, at a high level.
Okay.
High level.
Yeah, so
so right here, this is basically the communication between the WebAssembly or WASI and then whatever ours is, right? That's we're trying to get the bodies to get back and forth, like basically take the body coming from WebAssembly's call into our function or our interface. Is that right? What's this code doing?
Okay. So it is a type conversion.
Okay.
I would describe it as. So what we're doing is quite literally converting from one type to another.
And so now we're trying to add the body as part of that conversion.
Yeah.
So we can have access to it and we can define a body in our request.
Yeah.
That then gets sent. Okay.
But now what I'm wondering is we might be doing it wrong here. Because on line 60, we're actually writing data into a stream.
Yeah.
And that is kind of conflicting with
converting. Yeah.
So can we take a look at the WASI Clippy example?
Yeah. Let's see here. I think I still have that locally.
Oh, okay, nice. Because we're writing a response there too, and that is almost the same code. Or that should be practically identical.
See if this works. Yep. Okay, what you want to look at here?
I think we just have a main file, so it's source main.
Oh, it added my whole GitHub, so that command failed.
But you have it above as well. So you did import it correctly. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to remove that workspace.
Yeah.
All right. Source lib.
Yeah, that would be the one.
Okay. All right.
And so So what we're having here is we get data in, right? And then from line 20 or 18 onward, or I guess 16 onward, we begin constructing the response.
There's the stream. So where would this go in the new app?
So this is okay. So what WASI Clippy is an HTTP server. What we are writing now is an HTTP client. Yeah. So if you indeed like open up our file, I guess it's the other one. We're still on request, I think. That's what it is.
Oh, you wanted from this?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the one we were just working on.
Requests, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then this function right here maps pretty closely to line 16 to 29, just in reverse.
Got it.
So we are, response out param dot set out param. I don't know what. Oh yeah, that's writing into the thing there. But line 22 is like, hey, we're saying body dot write, which corresponds to 58 on the right hand side.
Mm-hmm.
And 23 says, here's our output. We're going to write into this, and then we do a out dot blocking write and flush.
Yeah, but wouldn't think that would be done in the conversion, but maybe.
It shouldn't be done here. You are correct. I think what we need to do is, rather than make this a trait, is make this a little built-in method. So it's not from request for outgoing request, but we add a new method. Okay, hold on. So right now, this is a very nice trait. But what we want to create is separately the HTTP requests, the headers, and the HTTP body as a separate thing. And then we also have a function send that sends both. And that should take the body and flush the body and make that thing. So stream.write needs to happen somewhere else.
Okay.
And WASI request.body should happen somewhere else. So line 56 to 62 should happen somewhere else.
Okay. Well, I'm getting hungry.
Okay. Yeah.
So would that be a fair stopping point? And you can kind of think
so.
We can come back and figure out how to finish that out. That makes sense though, because it shouldn't be in the conversion. That feels weird to write things in that function, but we also need to be able to add it. So I'm curious. I'm curious how we'll go about that. But like step away for lunch for a little bit.
Before you, it's fine if we stop here. I think I have a really clear idea of what we need to do here.
Okay.
But it's not super fun if I'm just dictating. So can I ask you to just file a PR with this? Just no description, nothing. Just upload the code. I'll pull it down. I'll get it all like right into shape. And then for Monday's stream.
Okay. Just with my current changes, just push it up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I can do that.
Great. Because I'll just we'll just go off stream and I'll go tinker on it and I'll probably get working somehow.
Okay. Sounds great. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Awesome. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll be back on Monday to dig into this, and then hopefully we'll be able to get this working with Olama and send some requests and get some data back. So I don't know. I feel good. Feel accomplished for Friday.
We did so much today, actually, if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like entire new async standard library. We set up a project. We got talking to Olama. Just not quite the whole way through, but we'll do it Monday.
Well, that's the fun stuff. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right. Well, we'll wrap this up, this room up now, and then we'll be back on Monday with another one. So to be continued.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, everybody.